Explorers, welcome back and hello to everyone watching from Kigali all the way to every corner of Rwanda. We are so happy you're here for today's episode.
And if you're new here, my name is Frederick.
And I'm Betty.
And every Saturdays and Sundays, we bring you Tech Time with BNF. The show that makes technology fun, simple, and something you can actually try at home.
Today's episode is a big one. We're going right back to basics and answering a question you use every day but might have never really thought about. What is a computer actually?
So, here's your first challenge. Before we even get started, go grab your notebook and a pen or anything you're going to write on. I don't know if there's any other thing. Right. Or if you have a tablet or phone nearby, keep it close. You're going to want to write some things down today.
We know a lot of you are watching from either your school computer, the television, or whichever, or maybe from your home. Or maybe some of you are at a tech hub here in Kigali right now. Wherever you are, welcome.
Now here is what's coming up. A surprising tech fact about computers, a trivia that tests what you already know, a Tech Spark segment breaking down exactly what makes something a computer, a hands-on design tutorial where we will create a birthday card in Canva, and then we're going to showcase the project submitted from last week's edition.
30 minutes. Let's not waste a second.
Let's go. I don't really care how many times I hear that. The idea that a computer could had once fit into an entire room. Now, it fits just inside your pocket as a smartphone. That still amazes me. What do you think, Betty?
It really amazes me too, because every single time, and the phone in your hand right now is more powerful than what sends people to the moon. That's really wild.
Right? So it's not just about size shrinking, the actual power inside these devices that has grown massively too.
Which is honestly why understanding what a computer really is and how it works matters more than ever. Because you're basically walking around with a super computer.
Wow. Now, something to think about next time you pull out your phone or your tablet without even thinking twice. This is actually a supercomputer.
Now, let's really move into Tech Spark to fully understand what a computer really is. Stay tuned. Tech Explorers, here is a quick question for you. What is a computer? Take a second and think about it. What would you say? Most people picture this big box under a desk or a laptop. But here's the truth. A computer is any machine that can take in information, think about the information, and give you a result. That's it. And it does this in 4 simple steps. 4 steps. The input, the process, the output, and storage. These 4 simple steps are what makes a computer. The input, the process, the output, and storage. Now, here is another definition of a computer. A computer is an electronic device that receives information, processes the information, stores the information, and gives us useful results. I'll take that again. A computer is an electronic device that receives information, processes the information, stores the information, and gives us useful results. Simply put, a computer is really just any device that can take in information, follow instructions, and give us a result. That's it. Which means your laptop is a computer. your tablet is a computer. Even the smartphone in your parents' pocket right now, that is also a computer too. And every computer, no matter what it looks like, is built from a few key parts working together. There is the input. That's how you give the computer information, like your keyboard, your touch screen, or a mouse. Then there's the processor. Think of it as the brain of the computer. Yes, the processor is the brain of the computer. It takes whatever you type or tap and it figures out what to do with it. It is known as the central processing unit, the CPU. Now there is memory and there is storage. That's where the computer keeps all the information, both while it is working and after you turn it off, just like your photos, your games, or even your homework files. And finally, we have the output. That is how computer shows you the results, like your screen displaying a picture or your speaker playing a sound. So, tech explorers, the inputs, the processor, the memory, and the outputs, these are the 4 parts working together every single time you use any device. So, next time someone says, go get the computer, remember, you might already be holding one in your hands. Understanding this is the first real step to becoming someone who doesn't just use technology, but actually understands how it works. Now, here is something interesting. A computer isn't just the laptop your parents use for work. Do you know what else is a computer? Tell me. Your smart TV, that's a computer. The ATM machine where your parents go to take money, that's a computer. Even some modern refrigerators like this, or even any machine that has the inputs, the processing, the output, and the storage unit is a computer. So next time someone asks you, what is a computer? You tell them it is any machine that takes in information, thinks about the information, and gives you back a result. You now know more than most adults do. And now we have different types of computers. We have the desktop computer that is used in your school, in the offices, or at home. We also have a laptop like this that you can carry around. We also have a tablet. This is a touchscreen computer. We have a smartphone. Now, this is a powerful computer in your pocket. We also have supercomputers. Now, these supercomputers are used for advanced research. Now, it is time to test your brain. Are you ready? Let me know you're ready. Now, here is today's question. What does the CPU stand for? I'm waiting. What does the CPU stand for? Now take a moment, talk to your brother, talk to your sister, talk to mommy or daddy that is sitting next to you. You've got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Time up! Did you get it? The answer is the central processing unit. Yay! I know you got it. Yes. The CPU is often called the brain of the computer. It is the part that takes in instruction and figures out what to actually do with them. Super fast. Sometimes billions of times every second. So whether it's a laptop, a smartphone, your tablet, or even a smart TV, if it has a CPU doing the thinking, it counts as a computer. If you got that right, give yourself a big clap. And if you did not, no worries. Now you know and you can teach someone else at home. Coming up next, Frederick is going to be showing you something really fun, designing your own birthday card. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, Tech Explorers, to Tech Tutorial of today. Last week, we looked at how to design a Liberation Day poster using Canva. But today, we are going to now look at something more personal, something that you always celebrate or your friends celebrate almost every day. There's always someone celebrating a birthday every month. So now you don't have to bother about what can you give this special person, this mom or dad, your siblings or your friends at school during their birthdays. So you can all just quickly use your computer and design a birthday or happy birthday wish poster or card for them. So get your notes ready, and if you miss any step during this broadcast, you can also rewatch tomorrow, that's on Sundays by 8 a.m. or you can go to the BTN Rwanda YouTube to catch up wherever you miss a step. So get your notes ready and let's begin. Last week we used Canva, which may be your first time of using Canva, but if this is your first time watching me, then Canva is just a free design app that you can use on computer, on your tablet, or even your smartphone. And the best part is you don't need to know how to draw. Canva gives you templates and lots of tools that you can customize and quickly do any design. So again, how do you get Canva? Go to Play Store or App Store if you're on your tablet or your smartphone or iPad and search for Canva. The logo is going to look like this. So once you get it, simply install, of course with your parents' guard or a guardian's help, all right, install and create an account. Now when you're done creating your account, you should arrive at the Canva homepage. Now let's begin our design. Alright, Tech Explorers, what you're currently seeing is the home screen of Canva or the home page of Canva, which should also be what you are seeing. Alright, now we're going to begin by tapping on the Create button over here. Alright, and then we are going to search for the canvas size. The canvas size is simply the size of the image that you want to design, the graphics you want to design. All right, so it could be anything. It could either be a square shape that's 1 by 1, or it could be a portrait, all right, like an A4 size. All right, so let's assume that we want to make a portrait, because you may decide to print these beautiful graphics, frame it, and just hand it over to your friends as a birthday gift, right? So we're going to come over here and we're going to type portrait. Okay, and then you can see this portrait size. You can see this card portrait size, which is actually good, and that should be what we would want to use. Now, the first thing first you want to remember whenever you are designing a birthday wish card for your friend is you want to make sure that you're using your friend's favorite color. All right, because if it's a gift, then it must be something that your friends would definitely appreciate. So what is your friend's favorite color? Or your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister or your favorite uncle, your aunt or your teacher in school? What is your favorite color? You want to first off get to know. All right, now let's assume that the favorite color of the person we want to design this birthday card for is purple. Yeah, it's going to be a girl. All right, so what's the first thing we do? We're going to go to elements over here, and then we're going to type purple background. Okay, now we're going to tap on photos right here. All right, and then you can see loads and loads of purple. Now the elements that you see with a crown, it should be a yellow crown on yours, should be the ones that are premium. That means you have to pay to use them, but because you're probably using the free Canva, we're going to be maintaining only the ones that do not have free on them. You don't really have to pay to get to, make your designs really beautiful, because Canva already got you covered. All right, we're going to select this one. All right, and we're going to rotate it by tapping on this button and just move either anti-clockwise or clockwise. All right, so next we are going to come over here, the three dot button here, click on it, and then you're going to see set image as background. All right, now that we have this image, the next thing we want to do is to bring in a picture of our friend. All right, so we're going to get a random photo from my computer, but you make sure you have a photo of whoever the birthday person is. All right, now how do we bring in that photo? Now I'm going to tap on upload. All right, and then we're going to tap on the upload file, and then it takes you to your gallery, whether your file manager or photo manager on your phone or your tablet or your laptop, whatever you're using for this design, and then you can select the photo. But there is something that we did last week that I would want you to do again, and that is to open another browser and then search for remove.bg. Do you remember what we did with it? Well, we used it to remove image background. Now we're going to tap on the upload image on remove BG, then add the images that we want to change the to remove the background from. All right, and once it's done, we're just going to tap on download here and tap on the free preview. All right, and once that has been downloaded for both of the images that we have of these imaginary girl, she's not a real person. All right, so we're going to go to our Canva design, and then we are going to go to upload and then upload the two pictures that have been, the background have been removed. All right, so first off, we're going to bring in the one that is, the medium shot, okay, or the portrait one, which is this one. All right, and of course, because I have the premium of Canva, I can just use this button to take out my background, but you've already done that using remove.bg. all right, so the image background has been removed, all right, which is what you did on remove.bg. so we had to scale down. That's the crop button all the way, or this I button, I here, it's called the crop key. This hyphen, that's the crop key. All right, so we're going to place it right over here and use the resize or scaling button, which is the dot button, the pointed buttons at the edges. All right, the circle buttons at the edges, we're going to make it bigger. So just tap and hold and drag. All right, we're going to tap and hold and drag. All right, so we're going to place it right here. All right, now the next thing we are going to do is to try to blend in the image. So how do we do that? We're going to go to element, and then we're going to search for half transparent. As you can see, half transparent. So the next thing we're going to do is to tap on graphics, and from there we need to look for this half transparent that is free. All right, so we're going to select it, and again tap on the rotate button and rotate anti-clockwise. All right, and we're going to increase the size again using this circle button, and we're going to bring it down here. All right, now we want to make sure that this new element, that's this gradient or this half transparent element, matches this purple behind here. All right, so we're going to tap on the color button here, and you can see this is under the photo color here, you're going to see all the colors in the background. So we're going to select one of them. All right, and we're going to tap on the circle, the white one, and then select the same color, maybe something deeper. Okay, so now we have perfectly blended this image into the background. Maybe we can also select the half transparent again and simply tap on this button, duplicate. All right, so it will even blend much better. Now we have the image blended. Now we're going to select the image and do something very important, and that is to reduce the transparency, the opacity, that is how bright it's appearing. All right, so we're going to select this button written transparency and just reduce it a little up to 70. All right, up to 70. Now time for us to bring in the next image. So the second image is the full image of the girl. Now we're going to place her in the right place. We're going to just crop it down a little. All right, and we're going to make it bigger. Okay, and then we're going to place her here. Maybe we can take this other one a little bit to the side. All right, yeah, I think it looks good. Okay, and then place this one right here. All right, now you have two of the image of your friend, okay, on your screen right now. All right, now we're going to add back a little bit of that half transparent again. All right, so how do we do that? Remember, we go to elements and then just find it right over here, and we are just going to rotate it a little, and we're going to place it here, but not too much anymore. All right, because we still want a lot of the parts of the girl to keep showing. All right, so we're going to keep it right here. Do you remember the last thing we did? Yeah, we changed the color to match with the purple that we already have in the background. So we're going to tap on the color again, select this one, tap on the white one, select the other one. All right, and now time for us to add in some extra little effects. Okay, it's a birthday, right? So we're going to go over here and probably add some lights. So let's type lighting. So on the elements, search for lighting, and then we're going to go to graphics, and you need to look for a free lighting. All right, maybe something like this. Yep, something like this, and we're going to place it somewhere. First rotate this way, and then we can place it right here. Okay, and then we duplicate it and also place, so rotate as well, and then we also place it right here. All right, now what is a girl's happy birthday card without flowers? So let's add some flowers. So we're going to go to element again and type that we need a purple flower. All right, some purple flowers. Okay, so we're going to select graphics, and we're going to search for beautiful purple flowers. So remember, it shouldn't be the one that has the crown on it. All right, so we're going to use this flower and just place it right here, and we duplicate it and place the second one. Before we do that, maybe we can, all right, let's just keep it this way. All right, then rotate it a little so that I can join in with the other one. All right, let's also rotate it a little. Okay, our birthday card is almost ready. All right, it's almost ready. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is to tap on tests. Of course, we're going to add the happy birthday, right? So we can actually look for a nice looking text under the templates. All right, so templates are just already made styles or designs, okay, like this one. So we just need to look for the one that is free. Okay, so this one looks quite good. All right, so we're going to put it right here, double click on it so that we can be able to edit it. So we're going to write happy, and then we're going to change this, double click and write birthday. All right, what do we call her? Maybe we should call her Keza. All right, so I'm going to, first off, I'm going to ungroup because I need to add the last one. All right, so when you select the text you've added, just tap on this button, ungroup. All right, so ungrouping makes it easy for you to select individual ones. All right, so now I want to duplicate this one and just write Keza. Okay, all right, so let's place it right here and here and here. Okay, now we're going to select the first one and change the color, maybe to white. Yeah, let's start with white. So we're going to select the A button and change it to purple. all right, and then select this one, but this time we're going to switch it. So we select the effect color, change it to purple, and then select the A color and change it to white. All right, so the last one, we're going to select the cursor again, change this one to white, and then change this one to purple. All right, so with that we have happy birthday cursor. All right, and if you still want to add some beautiful text for her, you can go ahead and just tap on the add text, okay, and write whatever thing you want to write for her. But remember to use some really nice fonts that should be visible, okay. But I think we can still leave this one as this and just say, wishing you the best of life. All right, so let's make it all in one line, and then we'll place it right here. Okay, so let's make sure the text is visible because she needs to see our wish for her. All right, and finally your name. Okay, so you can add your name maybe over here and just say your friend Frederick. Okay, so we can put the name here or put it right here. All right, so remember we can also always change this font to any other thing that will be visible or better by tapping on this sugar pie. That is where you can open and see lots of other fonts. Okay, so fonts are simply handwritings. Okay, just different handwritings that is available on Canva. All right, so we have your friend Frederick. Okay, so when you're submitting what you have designed, make sure that you have your full name on it so that when we show it on TV, you will see your name on TV. All right, I hope you like that. So once we are done with all of this, we can now go on to look at our design first. So if it's beautiful enough, then time for us to just tap on the share button and then tap on download. Okay, and then tap on download again. But before you download, make sure the file type is in the image format. Image formats are PNG and JPG mostly. All right, so once you've done that, then tap on download and it's going to go ahead to download your design. Again, this is the beauty that we have made together. Now here's the tech challenge of the week that can make you the young designer of the week. All right, now which of your friends or your family has a birthday coming up? Select one of them and design a birthday card using Canva, just as I have done. And remember, if you missed this, you can always watch the replay tomorrow by 8 a.m. on BTN, or just go to the BTN Rwanda YouTube channel where you can just watch this even much slower so that you can get a better guide that will help you to design your own card. Now, once you're done with this, add your name, okay, add a birthday message on the design, and also make your design really creative and send it to us on the WhatsApp number that is now being displayed. It is going to actually be shown on TV in the next episode. So make sure that you do this design very well and make yourself proud when you see your name on television.
What an episode!
Yeah.
Let's do a quick recap of what we learned today.
Yep.
We learned that the first computers filled the entire room, and the smartphone in your pocket is more powerful than what took astronauts to the moon.
And we also learned that CPU stands for Central Processing Unit, the brain of any computer.
We learned what a computer really is, the input, the processor,
the memory, and output working together in every device that we use.
Then we designed our very own happy birthday card for our loved ones using Canva. And remember, you should submit your work to us via WhatsApp contact details on the screen right now.
Next week on Tech Time, we are going one step further. Episode 3 is going to set up a whole new side of technology you've probably never tried before. You will not want to miss it.
And until then, remember, computers are not just about playing games or watching videos, especially with your tablet. It allows you to express your creativity, solve problems, and share your ideas with the world. So keep learning, keep building, and keep asking good questions.
See you next Saturday on Tech
Tech
Time
Time
with
BNF.
Every Saturday, one show is changing how children in Rwanda see technology. It's
Tech Time with BNF, the show where you learn tech facts, tackle trivias, and build real skills every single week.
from understanding how computers actually work to designing and creating your own project. We make it simple, fun, and hands-on.
Whether you're 6, 8, or 16, this show is for you. Grab your notebook and join us every Saturday and Sunday by 8 a.m. only on BTN Rwanda.